Logo design is a fine art, and Twix has taken their branding to another level. But what secrets are hidden in plain sight? Printed atop a shiny gold wrapper, the current Twix logo features a 3D rendering of the letters that spell Twix in red and white, with the brown shadow said to represent the chocolate and cookie treat contained inside. One detail that fans noticed is that the dot of the I on the lettering actually features 2 lines instead of a single line or dot, more traditional to the lowercase letter. Now, you might think that this twin-line dot represents the 2 candies within as part of Twix's right versus left marketing campaign.
Try both. Pick a side. Twix.
But actually, those 2 dots are a holdover from a previous ad campaign. In fact, they represent a pause symbol, like on your remote control, or if you're old enough, your VCR. This detail was added to the logo in 2010 when Twix was running a marketing campaign that included slogans such as Twix, need a moment?
Need a moment.
Prior to that, the I in Twix was just a standard circular dot. This change in logo was designed to reinforce the whole pause idea, which may have been an attempt to compete with Kit Kat's UK campaign to have a break at the time. Twix worked to sell people on the idea that they needed to pause and take a break, and that idea is still evident in their wrapper today. Even though that ad campaign is long over, the design element remains, possibly because it could still fit into their current right versus left rivalry campaign. This is hardly the first time Twix has changed slogans, looks, or logos. The candy was first introduced in the United States in 1979, and just like many other long-lasting brands, Twix has a history of reinventing itself right from the jump street. Twix has changed its marketing many times over the years, featuring slogans such as Twix and tea, happy together, Twix, try both and pick a side, and Twix, a break from the norm. And actually, Twix has changed both its packaging and even the candy over the years as well. The gold packaging we know today can be attributed to an edit in 2000 that also changed the texture of the cookie biscuit, making it crunchier and less dense. But even that's not as drastic as the original Twix twist, because the candy wasn't always called Twix. The delicious candy we now know as Twix began in 1967 as a European candy bar called Raider. When it was introduced to the United States in 1979, though, the parent company Mars decided to change the name to Twix. That was all well and good for America, but when the company tried to change the name from Raider to Twix in the 80s and 90s, in markets where Raider was already an established brand, the move was met with ridicule. It was viewed as a cheap ploy to boost sales on an unpopular item by just giving it a new coat of paint and selling it as a new product. In fact, the new name Twix became synonymous with this kind of cynical rebranding. As one fan comments on Dark Wiki, Raider now means Twix. It's still very popular in Germany today, regardless of the brand. Children of the 80s still use the term today when something old comes along in a new garb. Even people who were born later know this saying. It is a piece of contemporary history here in Germany. So in a way, this whole right versus left thing actually has some grain of truth, because Twix does actually have a kind of rivalry with itself and its old name Raider. Which you like better, though, is up to you.
So am I going to tell you who's responsible for this delicious flavor? No. But I will tell you this, it's time to decide.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more MASH videos about your favorite treats are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.